Winter 1933 bites deep, its icy fangs sinking into the soul of a nation. 1 in 4 workers stands frozen in unemployment's grip, factories silent as graveyards, dreams buried under endless snow. Banks crash shut like thunderclaps, devouring savings in their iron jaws. Teeter on bankruptcy's edge, their coffers echoing emptiness. And beneath it all, trust in America's pillars crumbles. Not in a roar, but a whisper of despair. History whispers of recovery from this abyss. But what if the shadows lengthened? What if the crisis clawed deeper, splintering the United States into unimaginable fragments? The 1929 crash was the spark, igniting a fire that scorched the land, industries crumbling like ash, farms yielding dust instead of harvest, banks vanishing fortunes in a puff of smoke. Yet from the embers rose action. Federal hands reached out, reforming banks with iron resolve, unleashing rivers of work through public projects that rebuilt bridges and spirits alike. Safety nets, fragile but vital, caught the falling. By the late 30s, wounds festered still, but the heart beat on. Democracy endured. Unity held firm against the storm. In this first fork, no savior arrives. Federal aid sputters out in partisan squalls, leaving states to fend alone in the howling void. By 1934, the economy stiffens like a corpse in winter. Credit a distant memory, trade a forbidden whisper. Cities bleed people to rural refuges, where breadlines stretch like endless scars. Borders rise not from war, but weariness. Tariffs choke rivers of goods, debts hang unpaid like nooses. Trust dissolves in isolation's fog, the ripples carve deep. By the 40s, America splinters into wary blocks, the industrial North forging steel alliances, the agrarian South hoarding harvests, the West chasing mirages of independence. Globally, trade seas run dry without America's sails. Europe staggers, extremism blooms in the barren soil. Today, a world of walled gardens. No global boom. No tech empires spanning coasts. Innovation simmers in silos, democracy fragments into echoes, the 20th century a tapestry of cautious threads, never whole. Now, a darker branch. Desperation births a strong man, not from revolution's blaze, but the slow boil of chaos. Reforms twist into decrees, Congress silenced by emergency whips. The paralyzed economy awakens under forced marches, workers herded to factories, savings seized for the greater good. Streets echo with race. Oaks thunder onward. The 40s see a monolithic state, regional voices crushed under centralized steel. Abroad, without America's light, fascism's shadows lengthen unchecked. Wars rage fiercer, alliances shatter like brittle bones. In our altered now, no free markets soar. No innovation unchained. No rights unchallenged. Global powers huddle in suspicion. Technology advances in secret labs. The century a fortress of control, where freedom's flame flickers low and guarded. The final path erupts in fury. Stalled aid ignites sparks of rage, protests swelling like storm clouds until they burst. By 1934, paralysis breeds pandemonium. Looted stores flame in the night, militias clash in blood-soaked dawns, services crumble to dust. Exhaustion gives way to anarchy's roar, states dissolving like salt in rain. The storm surges. Into the 40s, America scatters into volatile fiefdoms, warlords in the heartland, communes in the coasts, endless skirmishes carving borders in fire. Worldwide, the vacuum sucks in predators. Economies implode, extremisms explode, power vacuums birthing endless conflicts. Imagine the present. No unified giant, no post-war miracles, no digital revolutions. The world fractures into tribal enclaves, progress halted by perpetual strife. The 20th century a whirlwind of caution and isolation, where connections fray and dreams die in the dust. These shadowed roads were perilously close, yet untaken. America clawed back not by fate's mercy, but human grit. Institutions flexing under strain, leaders forging paths through the gale. Recovery dragged, scarred, imperfect, but it prevailed. History pivots not on thunderbolts alone, but the steady hands that steer through tempests. Stability is no gift. It's battled for, fragile as glass, and in its preservation lies our truest strength.